I struggle with stuff like that too. And I've had to talk to some of my friends about praying for me that I'll enjoy this trip and I won't be fearful, that the same God that controls the earth also controls the water and the waves and the air and everything. And that if I am going to go through something awful, like you think, well, will God just make nothing wrong happen? Well, He may. He may protect you from it, or He may have you walk through it with Him. And that's all you need. And but it may not be pleasant. Of course, we saw that ISIS beheaded those Syrian, was it Syrian or who? It was the Coptic Christians, I think, yeah, on that beach. And you think, well, He didn't save them. Yes, He did. He ultimately saved them. The best of all, they went to heaven. You know, we keep mixing up that staying here is better. Oh my gosh, it's not. But did they suffer? Absolutely. But if you look at the film up close, because I have, you see their mouth moving, and they're not in fear. I mean, I'm sure they had some fear. I mean, they're human. They're going to be thinking about, oh my gosh, this is going to hurt, or this is going to be, you know, I'm sure they were terrified to a point in the physical sense. But also what happened was they were praying. If you look up close, they were calmly, their eyebrows were knit. They weren't happy. But they were calmly praying to their Savior that they were dying for. I mean, that's what they were dying for. After all, they could have given it up right then and been free. You ever thought about that? That's all they had to do. It's just like back in the day of when Jesus first ascended to heaven, and right afterward was, you know, the biggest revival ever, because everybody wanted to come to know Jesus, but then they were also persecuted for it. And you hear of the Fox Book of Martyrs and some of the horrific things that man does to man. And that wasn't God's fault. That was man's fault. That was how awful man can be to each other. We still do stuff that's awful to each other. I mean, to behead another person, are you joking? That's horrific. And it is terrorizing. But those men, I have to say, it was an encouragement to me. They were full of a sense of peace, even though they didn't look like they were enjoying it or anything. They had a sense of peace, and they were praying. Their mouths were moving, but they were like, ah, ah, ah. They were praying, and it's like, wow, that's pretty incredible. I mean, that reminds me, you know, my trials are light and momentary compared to the glory that I'm going to have in heaven, and the Bible talks about that. But anyway, and here I am going to put this to do, even though I'm just going to use that blue sticker, and then we'll put a little prayer sticker over it. But I just like to cover up that color. Alright, then the next thing we're going to do is decide what we're going to do right here. Now, we have gone ahead and done all this, so one of my favorite things to do is put on the weekend banner. Because I feel like, yeah, I'm done. And I love, is it Chic or Chick? Chick Street or Chic Street? I guess Chic Street. Well, anyway, there's the name right here. I don't know if that's focused. Look, I know there's my thumbnail again still. Do I want to use the blue one, which might blend in too much of the orange one? I think the orange one will make it pop more, don't you guys? I'm going to use the orange one. Now, I know with Glam Planners, and I think with Scribble Prints Co., the K is the middle. I don't know if that's true with this one, you guys. I don't want to mess it up because this is a little harder to get off. Let's see if I can. Is it the K? Hope it is. Oh, maybe I could put it down lightly. Right there, like that. And like that, maybe. It looks like it worked. And it does pop better to have the orange than the blue. The blue's pretty too, though. I might use it too. Okay, so we've got all kinds of fun things that we can use. All these little ribbon flaggy things. And then there's some more kind of like to-dos you could use. But I'm going to set that aside for now. That we've got the weekend banner off that. And look at, first of all, putting on the lovely bottom bar. My favorite thing in the world is cover up those ugly lines. I'm sorry, I do not like the lines. And I like to cover all the way down to the bottom of the page, which is a little hard. So put your finger there so you can kind of feel it. And then you're lining up with those lines right there. So I'm going to do that right like that. Now, I don't want to get so close to the bottom that I, whoops, let me pull that up a little. so close to the bottom that I go over, because you don't want the sticky to be on this other side. There. So, again, I'm going to get a little closer to it. Whoops, sorry, I keep bumping the camera. And it's very hard with glasses. I just have to tell you guys, I do not like my glasses. Okay. So there, it's right on this end. It's this end that's kind of ooky on me. But I don't want to tear this. Oh, that's so pretty, y'all, isn't it? There. Perfect. And it laid down beautifully. So I can go ahead and pat that down real good. And then the other side we're going to use for the longer. You see there's a shorter one and a longer one. And I love the way that fades into blue, and then on this side it fades out. So I think that's really cool that they did that. And again, you can kind of put your finger there so you can feel it hit the edge of the page. And that's one way to not go over. And also, I'm trying to get right at those little lines. A little closer. There. Is that close? Ah! I had it. Nope. There's a little thing sticking out. I don't know what that is. There we go. And now I am going to go all the way to the edge. Ah! Am I on the edge? Okay, with these bifocal glasses, they're driving me crazy. They're driving me crazy. Are they? Yes, perfect. Even with my bifocal glasses, we were able to accomplish the goal. Where am I? Alright, so, let's see. I do like all these little pages because it says cancel, rescheduled, finished. Not today. Nope. Yeah, right. Tomorrow. And these little dots and these little teardrops. Just little ways that you can like drop into these colored areas and add a message. So I do like that. And also I have had things lately that I've had to cancel and reschedule. So I'm going to hold this on, and I put it in my little pouch back here to hold on for the week to use. Or maybe to add things in. Okay, so now that I've done that, I've got to decide what do I want to do with these. But even before I do these, I like to go ahead and put the title on this time. Normally I like to lay down the background and put the title on top. But for these, I do not always put that right next to the title sticker or the label sticker. So I go ahead and put on little things in advance. And that's not, like I said, how I typically do it on this one and this one. I put these down and then I put these on top. This way I always put the little label on first. And then I add in the little half boxes halfway, because there isn't anything really that we do to cover this bottom area except a halfway box. So, and actually I kind of am liking having a white space as long as it's not lined. Because sometimes when I get so much background, like see, this has got a real clean look right now. I'll focus in a little bit. See, it's got just a nice clean look. That's nice. Nice. Okay. Let's put some more little things on. Because I'm going to be writing on this. I think I will choose not to use black, but I'm not going to use a super light color either because it gets lost. That's it may match and it's pretty, but it gets lost, you know. All right, hold on. And this is also a good purpose of having your day planner, in the sense that you can use it as a record of things, almost like a journal. It kind of says what you were doing, and you can hold on to them. You had fun with the stickers. You spent money on these stickers. But it also kind of tells you what you were doing. You can flip back through it. I am going to start holding on to these. And people are like, seriously, after you've had this, you will hold on to it? And it's like, I do. I think I will. The only thing is I want to put my little prayer one right there, so I don't think I'll put this on right now. I'll do it in just a little while because I got to go get my little prayer sticker, and then I will, because it may overlap right there, I'll put the little things on top after I do that. We've got some other cute little things on here, all kinds of stuff. It's got bills due, TV shows you want to watch, cleaning. None of that am I going to be doing on the first part of the week anyway, but I may use some of these to write in things that I'm going to be doing in Hawaii. Certainly kissing. Look at little kissies. Look at the little kiss signs. I'm going to kiss my husband in Hawaii. I can tell you that right now. Alright, and so we are going to go and add all of these in. I may not get to the end of the video, but let's try it. I am going to start with the half boxes that have some colors. So I'm going to go ahead and start, or maybe I'll do every other one. Let's do that. So I'll start with blue. Oh, but that'll be too matchy. I don't want them to be too matchy. Like, I don't want to use blue here because blue's there, you know? Not for the purpose that I'm doing this. So what I may do instead, see, the second thing would be the pineapples, and there is the pineapples. So maybe if I flip it around, the same thing will happen. I'll have these pineapples and that pineapple. Oh, but that's those pineapples. Okay, sorry. All right. I still think what I'm going to do here, I want to start with green, so we'll just start with that. And I am going to put here a little halfway thing. And that leaves white on either side, but it does break up the white, and I like that. So second, I think I'll use this little honeycomb one. And do it. That looks good. Third, I think I will use this picture one. Or should I use another color one? Maybe I should use another color one. Ah, that matches. So I don't want to do that. We'll do a dark orange. Or, yeah, we'll do... you know, I think I want to do this. Just because I don't want the other ones too close together. So, yeah. That's what I'm doing. That does not look straight, but it's okay. Now I definitely want to use this kind of goldy looking sparkly one. And you guys, if I don't finish this one right now, then let me just say I will definitely be doing Instagrams. And I'm going to do one more video, and then I will just put them all up, but I will unload them as time goes on. And I will see you guys again, and we'll be finished with this set. Thanks for playing with me, and bye! Bye, 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 bye!